This video will be about adding integers, and to do that there are three different ways that we're going to take a look at. The first is by using a number line. The second is by using chips. And the third is using our standard algorithm. Okay, so let's take a look at those number lines first. Okay. The first thing to understand about a number line is how it's set up. On our number lines, we have 0 in the center. We're all very familiar with the positive side of our number line. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on and so forth. And it continues on forever in this direction, which is why we have the arrow. Think of this side of the number line as a mirror image of the positive side. You can also think of it as a rainbow to help us figure out where certain numbers should fall on the negative side of our number line. The smaller negative numbers, such as -1, are actually larger than our larger negative numbers. Think of it this way. If you owe somebody $10, you're going to have to work a bit more to pay off $10 to somebody than you would to just pay them back $1. Money is probably one of the things I think about most when using negatives and positives, because it really helps me think about that. Okay, so we are going to use this number line to help us subtract some numbers, or excuse me, add the numbers. Okay, on this first number line, we are going to take +5 plus -2. Using this number line, we want to place our pencil at our first number, which is +5. We're going to add a negative number to it, so that tells us that we need to move to the left. When we add a negative number, we move to the left. When we add a positive number, we move to the right. So we started at our 5. We need to add -2, which tells me that I need to move to the left 2 spaces. I draw an arrow pointing to my +3, which indicates that my answer to this problem is a +3. What if I have the problem -8 plus 6? I'd solve this the same way. I put my pen, pencil, marker at my -8, and since I'm adding a positive number, if we don't see any sign with our second number, it's understood that it is a positive number. So since I'm adding a positive, I need to move to the right 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Draw my little arrow to show that my answer will be -2. So in both of these examples, we had one negative number, one positive number. Can we use this same method to solve 2 positive numbers? Sure we can. 1 plus 4 equals. We start at +1. We move to the right 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw our little arrow. 1 plus 4 does equal 5. How about two negative numbers? -3 plus -6. We start with our pen, pencil, or marker on our first number, which is -3 in this situation. We move to the left 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Draw our little arrow, which tells us that our answer will be a -9. Okay, if you don't have a sheet of paper like this, which I found on the internet, you can draw your own number lines. That is totally fine. Just be certain that your numbers are equally spaced along your line. Okay, let's talk about the second method of adding integers, which is to use chips. Okay, so traditionally, when we have black circular chips, that indicates that the numbers are positive. Red circular chips indicate a negative number. Well, what if you don't have the chips? You can go online, you can find virtual manipulative sites, which is fine, or you can just draw the chips. It's almost faster to do it that way, and that way you have some sort of record of what you did so you can go back to it later. Okay. So let's take a look at the problem 2 plus 3. Nice, easy, simple kindergarten, first grade math problem, right? Okay. So I'm going to draw my 2 positive chips, and I'm going to put a little plus in the center to represent that these are positive. I'm going to add 3 chips to represent my second number, and these are also positive. So 2 positive chips plus 3 positive chips are going to equal 5 positive chips altogether, letting me know that my answer is a positive 5. Same thing with 2 negative numbers. -3 plus -4 equals. First, I'm going to draw my 3 chips for my -3, and in these, I'm going to put a little negative or minus sign. To that, I'm going to add 4 more negative chips, in which I'm also going to draw negative signs. 3 negative chips plus 4 negative chips are going to equal 7 negative chips altogether. Adding 2 positives or 2 negatives are pretty simple. It gets a little bit more complicated when you have 1 negative and 1 positive number. So let's